Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great NFC matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And all the way down to the 26.
49ers.
A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground.
26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He throws there, incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now back to throw. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
On the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, Like one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Carolina.
So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the Panthers are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop it.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Fielded at the 20.
Anytime that ball comes to me, I'm trying to take it to
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. It's a gain of 7, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 7. First down, Carolina.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
We go set. 54, right there. 54 miles. Switch.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey on
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Jason
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
at the 5-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Carolina.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Burst by him near the 35. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. From just shy of midfield, Watson, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd and 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 41, Watson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
15.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Third and 2, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
San Francisco.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Taken about 7 yards deep. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
On first down, Watson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. McCaffrey. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their...
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yetur Gross-Matos. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Strong leg. Strong leg. Hey, switch gears.
Here's Mostert. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A quick toss outright. Room to run past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down, stopped at the Panthers' 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
3-yard line.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with McCaffrey. To the 40 and no. Broken tackle didn't get him much. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Set. 19. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Come around, come around. Hey, come on. Shot 54.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson. Not more complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Get the boys down, kill him. Hey, pull him out. To the car.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. This is Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, that was dangerous. They'll throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check 31, check 31.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got 4 down.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. We want this. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, you got deep? Back. Hey, smash. 60 back. Mike 21, check Mike 21. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a score closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It's a run with Mostert. They're going to try and run. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th.
49ers 11. Robbie Gould to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
1-yard line.
Throwing now, Watson. That's complete to Butler. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
49ers.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
The Eagles are now on the clock.